So Bob, this is looking really good, man.
You got a lot done since the last time we talked.
I love it.
Yeah.
What about the rubber cap on the top? Can we see that?
I like what you did on the bottom.
Whoa, what are you doing here, man?
Rubber cap, so.
Well,
Hang on, Bob. Well, we're probably at a point where we could probably show people, don't you think?
all right, why not?
All right, just be
All right,
careful what
well-
you say, Bob.
Yeah, really. This is Bob, our engineer, and this is how we work when we design products, and this is our new EVF. We're going to have it at NAB, so come by and check it out. It comes in two varieties. The Gratical LT has a 1024 by 768 micro-OLED screen, which is way higher than the Retina LCD displays. Then our Gratical HD is a full 720p HD micro-OLED EVF.
At the point we're at now, the insides is pretty much done, and we're kind of tweaking the outside shape and some of the cosmetics on it, because we're getting close.
But just to be clear, the guts and everything is working. What we're working on right now is what we call the mechanicals, which is the outside body shape. So at NAB, the exterior shell will be 3D printed, but everything else is going to work and be production grade, the optics, that red ring, which is your diopter. This is a total different diopter than we've done in the past. This thing, you do little turns and it'll do full ranges from -1 to +4. Now we're taking a look inside. You can see that that little red switch is the power switch. And like our previous EVF, this has a removable battery. It has a dual core processor. This thing is extremely powerful and it can do
Any feature that we want, really. And we've got some really good features coming up, and maybe we'll leave that a little quiet for now. Unless you want to blab that too.
Yeah, at this point, let's tell them what the
All
thing
right,
will
sure.
do. So it has an SDI in and an SDI out. It has an HDMI in and an HDMI out. If you come in HDMI, you can go out both HDMI and HD-SDI out. It will cross-convert the signal.
That's beautiful, yeah.
It has a USB jack there so that you can do firmware updating like on our previous unit. It has 4 programmable buttons that are on the side there, you can see them, and a full menu joystick. The optics on this are incredible. This product has taken a optical engineering company, a mechanical engineering company, an electronic engineering company, a software programming engineering company, and a contract manufacturing company, and us. So, I mean, there are a lot of people that came together. This was a massive R&D project that's been in the works for a little over a year.
Some of the similarities to our old one, which I think people will like, is still it's a 5D battery that'll last probably all day, again, if not longer than the original, because it's a smaller screen to power.
These are micro-OLED screens.
Right,
so
that's the big thing. So the great contrast range, super high resolution, especially with our custom optics, and it can really actually produce black.
the Gratical HD's field of view is actually larger than that of the BOM, Sony, or the Alexa's proprietary EVFs. But there's some differences, and the differences are they're 4x3 screens, so we have room for much more information while still getting the full 720 HD. And we did a little experiment. We were actually going to produce a full HD, which was a 1080p model.
Yeah, but I couldn't see any difference.
I couldn't either. So I
At
mean,
a certain point, your eye's not resolving that in there, because we're only magnifying it a certain amount. So
one of the things that bothers me about the BOM, the F55, and the not so much the Alexa is the size of the image, what we call the field of view. The problem with all of those is that the field of view is too small. Many people we talk to look in there and they're like, the image is microscopic. It's like a postage stamp.
especially if you're using for focus, I mean, you need that thing a little bit bigger.
Yeah. The Alexa we like, but we made ours about 20% bigger than the Alexa because we felt that and we spent just months working on this field of view to where you're not looking around, but it's as wide as you can possibly get it. So when you look inside, you've really got something to focus on.
Right.
Some people like, this massive widescreen image, but really that's not
It'd be
so
fatiguing,
cool.
actually, to your eye if you had to really search around, depending on how you use an EVF.
With the Alexa, the C300, the F55, and the Epic, we're going to have a proprietary cable that you can buy for those cameras that will give you all that metadata.
Right. And that leaves open your jack for another monitor or something as well. Your
It
SDI
does.
jack or your HDMI.
It does, and the Gratical LT display, which is going to be higher picture quality than
Any retina screen that's out there.
Oh yeah, and I mean those are all based on phones. Those don't have the expanded contrast range, the ability to reproduce black, or the high level of sharpness that the Graticals have. One really new exciting feature is the ability to create LUTs.
And for those of you who aren't familiar with what a LUT is, it's a predetermined setting that corrects, let's say, your raw source video that you're looking at into a look that you want for your final release when applied.
Right, and that goes even further than that. You can create a LUT for the EVF and a separate LUT for what's coming out the loop out and going to your client monitor or your onboard. So like for instance, let's say you want to look at the RAW in your Video Village client monitor. You can do that, and in the EVF, you can have a completely separate LUT that might look like what you want to see with the finished video. The Graticals have the ability to import, create, and save LUTs. So let's say you created a LUT inside and you love the way the image looks, and now you want to export that LUT. You can do that to a flash drive. You can bring that flash drive into a color timing session, and it will bring the image back to how you saw it on set. Then you can make small tweaks from there. Besides the LUTs, you also have the ability to selectively decide which items you want to have on. So like let's say you want to have the record light and the histogram on your EVF, but when you send it out to the client monitor out the loop out, you want the waveform and you want the record light off. You can do that.
Right.
So Bob, show us the flip side and we'll show them a little bit about the mounting options.
Our main mounting option is this rosette here. That'll go right to our axis.
Yeah, and we'll have a rosette mount on our axis. Many people have rosettes like the Airy mount. You can either use their EVF mount or you can use our axis.
Sure. In case you're still mounting it, like a lot of these EVFs are mounted today, including our old one, there's a 1/4-20 on the bottom for that type of system.
We used our same eye cup because people love our eye cup.
You can incorporate glasses easily. It really encompasses your eye, so no extraneous light gets in there. It's a great eye cup.
It won't be purple inside there or magenta. That's just, we do that so that it's easy for us to say, hey Bob, the purple part, the yellow part, the blue part. Oh, let's talk about some of the features. So it'll do everything our old EVF did, which is all this scaling for different monitors and
plus the histogram we're going to add, right, and the scopes.
You can actually take the whole video image and shove it to the top or the bottom and have the scopes above and below.
Yeah.
We've got way improved red line, and you can make it any color you want. You can run many of these features simultaneously because of the dual core processor. This thing has zero lag.
No
You
lag.
beat me to it. It was almost a jinx.
Yeah, almost. And there's room for new ideas. If people have ideas or features that they're interested in, let us know, and we might incorporate it. There's plenty of power for it.
Yeah, so this is just a sneak peek. I mean, we didn't really get into all the features of it. This is going to be a huge, huge advance in EVFs. I mean, we put everything we can humanly find in technology into this.
This is almost the final form, but come by at NAB and check it out.
And next time, let me know when you're coming in.